Okay, quick update on George the DARPA whistleblower and the alien DNA story. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, going to be a really quick video here. I just wanted to quickly update you guys. George emailed me and gave me his phone number and asked me to call him. So I called George and we had a long talk about some really interesting stuff and about his research into UFOs and what he thinks is going on and more about his essay. And I encouraged him, because many people were asking about his essay, I encouraged him maybe to post it on Reddit and let people take a gander at it because he's definitely got some interesting stuff in there, including his own personal interactions with an ET, with a being. A tall gray that was menacing him, and sounds like a scary encounter. He told me about it over the phone. And but to clarify about the alien DNA, in that portion of his essay, he was quoting the Reddit post that was published months ago by an anonymous molecular biologist. So my wife, in commenting on that research, is commenting on his work, that molecular biologist, on that unnamed anonymous alien DNA researcher from Reddit. And I made a video about that at the time. George cut some stuff out of that original Reddit post because I believe that Redditor, or that whistleblower, whoever he is or she is, actually went into some detail telling us where that lab was. And I forget offhand where that was. Was that some sort of subsidiary or something of Battelle? I forget. I'm just spitballing here, but maybe you guys remember who it was who owned that lab, and specifically where that lab was. I don't know about Battelle. I just it was some known company. So let me know if you remember the name of that lab. But yes, so the research appears to be legit, at least according to my wife. It was made or performed by a legitimate molecular biologist who actually did study alien DNA. And that appears to be what the research is, and that is what the excerpt of that Reddit post is, and was included in with the essay written by George, because he's talking about the history of the UFO cover-up and what he thinks is going on with UFOs, and what he thinks the research shows. And he's looking at it from a very scientific, 3D reality point of view. No woo-woo, no consciousness, no metaphysics, no other dimensions. And I kind of brought that up with him over the phone and kind of encouraged him to explore those topics to get a fuller understanding of the phenomenon and see how it's all baked in. It's all baked into each other. You can't extricate the UFOs from the woo. It's all baked in together, which is cool and also frustrating at the same time. But anyway, there you go. So George is not the molecular biologist. He is including an excerpt of that molecular biologist who studied the alien DNA in with his essay about the history of UFOs, just showing kind of the hard science that has been done on these beings, or at least on one of the bodies of the beings. So there you go. That is the clarification of all that. So hopefully George will post his his full essay on Reddit or some other place, and we can see all his research. And if that happens, I will gladly point the way to it. But I wanted to give you a quick heads up and a clarification that we're not talking about George's, the DARPA whistleblower's specific research. We are talking about the research of the anonymous Reddit molecular biologist who apparently actually did study genuine alien DNA, but that in no way makes it any less interesting. We're talking about what appears to be legitimate research into non-human genetics that is, like my wife said, mind-blowing. And yeah, so and it's the apparent elegance of the genetic engineering involved in those beings, according to that researcher, is apparently really astounding. And my wife was really impressed by what she was able to see from that research, how they were designed very well to actually make designing these things easier. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to go help my mom move her microwave. So wish me luck on that. And I will catch you guys next time. Like and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Later, guys.